This is Athens Movie Palace. We are a family-owned, 5-screen, independent movie theater located in rural East Tennessee. I'm Kavatha, the ringleader of this circus, but my official title is Director of Operations. My family purchased this cinema in 2013, only it wasn't a cinema at the time. It was just an old building that had been sitting vacant for nearly 10 years. We are located in Athens, Tennessee, a population of 14,000, but our community reach is much larger because we are the only theater for nearly an hour for a lot of our customers. We are the only independent theater. At one point, Athens was home to 2 twin-screen movie theaters. In 2013, the last one closed, leaving us without one at all. My dad has a background in the medical field and has only been to one movie in his lifetime, but he did see a need in the community for a movie theater, so he purchased one of the old buildings with the intent to renovate. We ended up having to add on extra screens to be competitive for first-run films. The only thing we have in common with the old theater is a few external walls and the address. When we opened in 2015, we wanted to be more than just a place to watch your movies. We wanted to be part of this community. We have strived to become a place to make memories, a place for people to bring their children for their first film or go on a first date. We do memorable events that will hopefully imprint memories for years to come. We find unique and creative ways to allow our customers to make big impacts on our community. For example, our annual Halloween event, the Boo and View, allows guests to watch movies for free with a simple donation. With this method, we have been able to donate hundreds of pounds of food to local food banks and school supplies to our school system. In the summer, we have a sponsored movie that allows our guests to pay $2 that then goes back to a charity. Their $2 turns into $2,000 in donations. We are also a community partner, serving as a venue for many different types of events that allow others to get their message out. When we had a mass shooting occur in our community, we banded together with other businesses to create a type of event that brought everybody together and raised money for the victims' families. We are constantly finding ways to serve our community and to allow our platform to be used for good. But one of the most important things about us is that we are also a family, not only within our staff, but also our customers. I decided to let our employees tell you themselves. I caught them off guard and asked them a couple questions. Who are you and why does this place matter? This is what they said.
Hi, I'm Susan. I started working here when we opened back in 2015. I love it here where I like family, and even with the customers, they're just a part of us and we seem to be a part of their life too. And we just all enjoy each other's company and seeing each other, a lot of people once a week.
My name is Joseph. I've been working here for about 2 years, started when I was 16. My favorite thing about the Palace is the co-workers, how nice everybody is, like the customers and how everybody is to the other staff. And just everybody's like one big family.
My name is John. I've been working at the Palace for 5 years. And my favorite thing about the Palace is all the people that I work with. It's one of the few places that I can say I really enjoy working with everybody that's here. And some of the customers we have are fantastic. They come in and they're just so nice to us. They're almost like family too. So this is a great place to work.
Hello, my name is Allie and I've been working here since 2016 or 17. It's hard to remember. But my favorite thing about working here is probably my coworkers and how supportive they've been through this pandemic.
Hi, I'm Dawn Metzger. I've been here since October of 2019. I love all of the staff here. We're just like a big family, and then we have made so many wonderful customers that just make us want to come back every time that we're open and just, become like a family.
Hi, my name is Deborah and I've been working here since we opened in 2015, and I enjoy working here and interacting with the customers who have become like family, and it's a important part of the community.
Hello, my name's Zach. I've worked here at the Athens Movie Palace since we opened in 2016, 2017. This was
15.
Or 15. This is the first real job I ever had. Had it in high school. I worked here all through college. It's been like a home away from home for me a lot. And I mean, more than that, you know, just based on the fact that it's a movie theater, it's the only one around here for a really long way. So it's awesome that it's here just for our small town.
While I am the only member of our family that gets a paycheck from Athens Movie Palace, all of our palace jesters, that's what our staff calls ourselves, are incredibly close. So in March of 2020, when COVID happened, having to close the theater was incredibly stressful and scary for a lot of us. Most of our staff had been here since the beginning. So we were allowed to reopen in June of 2020, but as you may have noticed, I am not filming from the inside of a movie theater. And that's because even though we are allowed to reopen, it has not made sense for us to return to our normal operations. We are currently operating 4 days a week. We have one showtime most days, and we are typically bringing in less than $200 or $300 on a good day. And half of that money, at least half of that money, goes back to the studios. So we are not profitable. We are not paying our bills. It is very much a bad situation. Our owner has another business. This is not his primary source of income, so he's been able to pay the bills for the theater, which is not the case for a lot of small theaters like ours. We're hopeful that it'll get better. It has improved a little since the beginning of pandemic, but we are still not at a point where we can breathe easily. One of the biggest things is that we have kept our staff through this whole situation, and even when we were closed, we were still paying them. Since we've been open, because our hours are so reduced, our staff has taken significant pay cuts essentially, and we didn't know that the unemployment situation was going to turn into what it did, so we didn't lay our staff off. And I mean, there's pros and cons to that, I'm sure, and in hindsight and all of that, but that's kind of our biggest expense and our most troubling situation. I think we know our staff relies on these checks, and it's not just a part-time job that some kids after school come in. It's adults who have families, and it's teenagers who are supporting their families and helping out. And it's really tough to know that we haven't been able to pay them at the full earning potential that they normally have. So if we were to get this grant money, we would definitely use a lot of it to help out our staff. One thing is that even though new movies are coming out, we are not getting the marketing from the studios that occurs normally. So people are just unaware that movies are out, and so they're not thinking about coming. So we would definitely use some of the money to help advertise that we are open and remind people that we may be a movie theater, but we are also a small business and a big part of this community. It would be incredibly helpful if we were able to use some of the money to just get back into our community spirit. We've all felt really terrible that we haven't been able to do any of the community stuff that we normally do. We do have a donation jar up just for the customers that come through, but it's just minimal in comparison to what we normally do and achieve throughout the years. So that's kind of what our plan would be and our situation as it is now.